Pedagogical model. In Piaget Institute, we establish some important principles that our teachers use to make easier the process of teaching learning. First, recognize what is the previous knowledge of the students. The previous knowledge is a support for the teacher to create opportunities for the students to get new learnings based on what they know. Second, teach center on the students. When the teacher is based on the student, it helps to develop the cognitive potential. It acts based in their own learning ways. The teacher has to know the capabilities, emotional skills, feelings, and motivation of the students.
They're encouraged about the student's interest. If the teacher knows the interest of the student, it can be useful to establish a new relationship between teacher-student. This relation will let the teacher plan on a better way the process of teaching, learning. Fourth, foster the study of the student through the different learning strategies. The teacher recognizes what kind of learning have the students because it allows to addressing the world differently and let the students adapt to every work way.
5. Implement context of real-life situation. This is important because it helps the students to know that all the learning are based on real life. The teacher based it on the problems that can appreciate it daily. 6. Provide a guide to finding the solutions for the problems. The teacher will be a guide for the students so they know that exists a lot of ways for the same solution. Students will have a lot of methods to find that.
7. Reinforces the work team. The work team is useful for students to work in different ways. Each student has their own way of learning, so if they work in teams, they can help each other to discover the different methods to solve the same problem. 8. Work on adequate learning environments. The learning environments help the students to feel comfortable where they are studying. They have some concrete results for the situation when it is required for the solving situations.
Teacher's role. The teacher is just a guide for the students. He provides the necessary material to make that the students find their own procedure for the problem solutions. Motivate, host a guide, encourage mutual respect, and promote the use of language. Accepts and promotes the autonomy and initiative of the students, using raw materials and primary sources in conjunction with physical, interactive, and manipulative materials. Challenge the inquirer, making questions with very reflection.
Student roles. The student is the main character in the process of teaching and learning. They receive the guidance of the teacher to start building their own knowledge. Nobody can substitute this process. They have to start to relate the previous knowledge with every new content that they see during the classes. They have to participate in every proposed activity by giving ideas or complementing the others one. They propose and defend their own ideas, have to accept their own others' ideas. They have to work in teams to ask their classmates to understand and classify the main ideas after the student have to propose solutions.